Ranger Rebecca here. Hope you guys are all doing well. Just wanted to share with you another fresh air fun tip. Maybe something you can try at home, maybe something new that you've never done before in the outdoors. So I wanted to show you guys really quickly a little bit about map and compass work. So compass work. Sometimes it can seem really complicated, but the good news is that if you focus on the basics, it can actually be pretty easy. So what I'm going to teach you how to do using this compass is how to find one really important thing, and that's how to find north. The reason I do that is because once you know how to find north, you should know how to find all the other cardinal directions as well. So east, south, and west. Most of us have learned that rhyme, never eat shredded wheat, never enter stinky washrooms, never eat slimy worms. Whatever one you use to remember, you know that if you know where north is, you know the order of all the other cardinal directions as well. So really quickly with my big teaching compass, I'm going to show you some of the different parts and tell you a little bit about how to use it. So this arrow right up here is called the direction of travel arrow. And if you followed all your steps right, whatever direction you've asked your compass to find, this will point you that way. Then you have your dial, which turns, and around the dial you'll find letters and numbers. Letters are for your cardinal directions, so N, E, S, and W. Numbers are for bearings or degrees, which we're not going to worry about today. In the dial you have your liquid, and floating in your liquid you have your needle that has a red end and a black end. The red end of the arrow, if everything's working properly, should point you north. The other thing on the dial that's really important is this outlined arrow right here. Ours has a red pointed end and a black flat end, and I call that the shed, and you'll see why in a minute. So if you want to ask your compass to tell you which direction is north, step one, find N on the dial. Take N and turn it so that it's lined up with the direction of travel arrow at the top of your compass. Your next step is going to be to hold your compass flat in your hand, and you're going to slowly pivot your body around until you can line the red end of the needle up with the red pointed end of the arrow drawn on your dial, and I call that putting red Fred in the shed. So red Fred's your needle, and the top of your arrow is the shed, putting red Fred in the shed. Okay? Now if you want to find a different direction, follow the same steps. You want to find west, look for W on your dial, turn it until it's lined up with your direction of travel arrow, because that's what you want to find. And then hold it flat in your hand, pivot your body, line it up so that red Fred is in the shed. Then this will tell you what direction is west. Now, if you want to get a map out and be really fancy, this is a map we use in our programming here called our Forest Orienteering course. The big trick with using the map and the compass together is to realize that when you use your map, you actually have to have north on your map. So just look for your compass rose here on your map that tells you which way is north, lined up with the north in real life, which may seem complicated, but it's just as easy as finding north using your compass plus one step. So I'm going to put down my teaching compass. I'm going to pick up my real compass. So I'm going to start the same way. I'm going to find N on my dial, and I'm going to line it up with my direction of travel arrow, just like this. And then I'm going to take this north and line it up with the north on my map like that. Then you just hold this whole thing flat in your hand. You pivot your body till red Fred is in the shed. And when that's happened, when you look around you on this map, the things that are here should be represented in the right places. So why don't you try getting outside for some fresh air fun? Maybe make a map of your own. Maybe pull out an old street map of your neighborhood. See if you can figure out where you want to go and how to get there. Thanks a lot, guys. Hope you have a great day. Stay safe and have some fresh air fun.